Service.
U.S. Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo says her department needs more resources to deepen economic engagement with the Indo-Pacific.
We need to be there.
Which is why Raimondo and U.S. Trade Representative Catherine Tai will host 13 trade ministers from across Asia and the Pacific Islands in Detroit on May 27th. They'll review progress on the IPEF negotiations. The goal is to create common standards around labor, environment, anti-corruption, and the digital economy.
If we are successful, I believe we will be, in getting 14 countries to sign on to a supply chain cooperative agreement, a critical minerals cooperative agreement, infrastructure agreement, it will bring more U.S. industry, trade, investment to the region.
The U.S. has not really had a proactive engagement strategy when it comes to economics and trade since, Barack Obama left office.
Stephen Oken, an international trade consultant based in Singapore, says the region wants the United States to deepen its economic engagement across the Indo-Pacific, especially after former President Donald Trump pulled out of the Trans-Pacific Partnership Free Trade Agreement in 2017. Now it's President Joe Biden making a big change. He cut short his trip to the region so he could negotiate with congressional Republicans over raising the nation's borrowing limit. Biden scrubbed a trip to Sydney to meet with the Quad and a meeting with 18 Pacific Island leaders in Papua New Guinea. He would have been the first U.S. president to visit there.
When you think about what the U.S. is trying to do in the Pacific Islands to show that it is engaged economically, militarily, diplomatically, and to show that it is a strategic competitor and that can provide things that the Pacific Islands needs, I think that this is a significant setback.
Erin Murphy is an economics expert at the Center for Strategic and International Studies. She says the mixed signals from Washington will need to be clarified in Detroit.
There are some concerns, I think, for IPEF countries is can the U.S. deliver? What other issues domestically are going to stand in the way for something that is this important?
Oken says the Detroit meeting promises to yield some concrete outcomes for global supply chain cooperation.
There's a sense that come Detroit, that there will be some announcement on supply chains that will signal momentum and results that they can then go forward from Detroit, certainly with an aim of getting much more done by the time the U.S. hosts APEC in November.
And after Biden's cancellations in the region, observers say sustaining that momentum may be more important now than ever. Jessica Stone, VOA News, Washington.